Hi everyone, it's Justine. Normally, the Gala of the Metropolitan Museum in New York, the Met, takes place on the first Monday in May. But this year it got cancelled, and so it happened now in September. I like to review that specific red carpet because every year there is a motto. So the guests get dressed by the biggest fashion houses in the world in outfits often created specifically for them and for that evening. So it's not about wearability or about being timeless at all. It's about nailing the motto, getting the attention of the press, and making that best dress list. So I'm going to review in this video the best and the worst dressed, in my opinion. But before we do that, let me explain to you what the motto was. In America, a lexicon of fashion. When you're invited to the Met Gala, that's all they tell you, that's the motto. And then the guests, together with the designers, have to figure out how to turn that motto into a fabulous outfit. So what does it mean? I see several possible interpretations, several possible directions. First, fashion from the point of view of America, so what it means for Americans. Then fashion made in America. Is America the US of America or the continent? Because that's a fully different thing. What fashion means for American designers, or fashion history itself. The definition of a lexicon is the vocabulary of a person, a language, or a branch of knowledge. So there are lots of different layers there. The motto is not as straightforward as in previous years, and so I thought, personally, when I first saw it, that it was a very good one. The main host of the Met Gala is always Anna Wintour from Vogue, and then this year she has 4 co-hosts, carefully selected. Singer Billie Eilish, actor Timothée Chalamet, poetess Amanda Gorman, and tennis player Naomi Osaka. Young and fabulous people, a diverse background, all have a huge Instagram following, so it seems like a very smart, bundle, strategic approach to make fashion younger, sexier, media-friendly, and more international. All right, now let's get to the review. Normally, what I do is that I put all the outfits together that get 1 star, then 2 stars, and up to 5. This year, I'm going to proceed a little bit differently. I grouped outfits that have a similar inspiration together. And in each group, I will tell you who I think did it best. Let's start with the biggest group first. Outfits inspired by the golden age of Hollywood. From left to right, Joanne Smalls wears a dress by Ralph Lauren. For me, that's too simple. Picking an American designer is not enough to fulfill the motto on that red carpet. 1 star. Zoe Kravitz, same thing. This Saint Laurent dress is already seen, and it's too simple for the Met Gala. 2 stars for Simone, Sienna Miller, Kate Hudson. They're doing Hollywood just fine with golden feathers, but it's still quite expected for a gala, and you might see this kind of outfit on other red carpets too. 3 stars for Amanda Gorman on her first Met event. Her makeup was matching the diamonds of the dress, very chic, more drama going on, accessorized with a book in her hand. That's more interesting. Karlie Kloss gets 4 stars because this Carolina Herrera dress is absolutely gorgeous. She looks like a red rose. Beautiful. And then 5 stars for all the drama, in my opinion, go to Serena Williams and Iman. Iman with a more classic look, maybe, at least in terms of color palette, and Serena with a more modern look with a color clash and some neon colors. Though I can't choose between them, and they both deserve 5 stars. Overall, I found that quite a few guests took that safeguard of old Hollywood. I wish there had been more looks inspired by movie characters, historical characters, the equivalent of Sarah Bernard, who's French, or looking further back in fashion history. Then there were ladies who actively went for 20th century American icons. I think that's a nice way of looking at fashion history and really within the motto. Kaya looked a lot like Bianca Jagger, I think. Jackie Aina came as Barbie, including the hair. That's a fun one. Gigi Hadid did a rather simple Prada look, but since it really reminds me of Jessica Rabbit, and she even dyed her hair red, which can't be a coincidence, she gets 4 stars. And I was in fact expecting more movie characters, like Marvel superheroes. For Kendall Jenner, I hesitated because she always wears this kind of bodycon dress, very see-through, long and lean, very modelly. However, this time it is quite on theme, very Hollywood, and the little diamonds even cover her arms and hands. I don't know if you can see that on screen. So I gave her 4 stars. One of the absolute winners of the night for me was Billie Eilish. Lots of fabric, Lots of drama. I love the color palette. Clearly Marilyn Monroe inspired, up to the hairstyle. The bustier could also be Grace Kelly, but I'm gonna go for Marilyn. She also has like the hair, the posture, everything fits. Definitely 5 stars. My next group contains the outfits where they played with historical and cultural symbols. Lily Aldridge wore a dress reminiscent of cowboy shirts with the pockets with fringes. That's okay, but I don't think that's enough for a Met Gala. Too simple, too wearable. Pharrell Williams in a couple look, that's a bit more effort. If you're gonna be a cowboy at the Met, then make it red and add jewelry, you know? For me, J.Lo had the best cowboy-inspired outfit with references to the Native American heritage too. And I think it's important to highlight that the current USA culture is a melting pot of different influences and earlier cultures. You could argue that she gets 5 stars, I gave her 4. We could discuss. Ciara tapped into American football for her dress, and I think she was the only one, so I gave her a very good grade. Hamish Bowles, who's a Vogue editor, came as the Statue of Liberty. I like the twinkle in the eye, the self-irony, he's not taking himself seriously, and it's 100% on theme. Lupita Nyong'o wore a dress which didn't get the attention it deserves, in my opinion. Denim is an important fabric in the history and the culture of the country. Using denim for a gala gown is very on theme and experimental. So I like that. Plus, the hairstyle of dreams. Next up, using fashion in order to communicate a message or to make a statement, may it be political or not. I feel like that's a part of American culture too. Dresses that scream tax the rich or equal rights for women. The message is clear, though maybe a bit too obvious for my taste, so I gave 2 stars. Elliot Page wore a green flower, which is probably a reference to Oscar Wilde and to queer fashion history. It's discreet and yet understandable for anyone who knows the reference, so I like that style. Grimes came as a knight with a book and a sword. The book refers to the American novel Dune. And about the sword, I wasn't sure, so I researched it. And apparently it's a thing that when people don't want their guns anymore, they can have them melted into medieval swords. So this outfit is a literature reference as well as a political statement in one. Dan Levy wore an outfit that really stands out of the box, portraying 2 men kissing, a message of tolerance and inclusivity. And my favorite in that category is Debbie Harry, dressed in Zac Posen. It's a bit punk, using denim plus the colors of the flag. I love that you can see the decayed fabric and the wiring underneath. It's a beautiful piece of craftsmanship, very on theme, 5 stars. I want to talk about the gentlemen for a minute. Most of them were wearing very classic, unspectacular, underwhelming tuxedos and suits, like at every other gala. So I want to promote some gents who did make an effort for that night. Justin Bieber, for example, is exactly not playing the motto. He's just wearing his own labels, self-promotion. It's underwhelming. It's not enough for a Met Gala. And he's done better in the past. We already saw Hamish Bowles and Dan Levy on previous boards. They did a good job and they really had fun with the outfits, and I like that. The gentleman on the right was my favorite because he came with 3 different outfits, so he could take the layers off one after the other on the red carpet. All 3 outfits were by Versace. You know, that's the show you watch the Met Gala for. So he gets 5 stars. And then this year, there were many outfits where I did not know what to think. Top left corner, Naomi Osaka, one of the co-hosts. I don't know what inspired the look. It seems edgy, it's not random clearly, but I just don't understand the connection to the motto. Simone Biles, on her first Met Gala invitation. The dress weighted over 40 kilos, which shows her strength as a woman, but I don't understand the link to the motto there either. She could also have come, just as herself, because she's already an American icon anyway. A horse dress. Here I thought, camp was last year's motto, not this year. Are horses specifically something American? I don't know. Not sure. And then Kim Kardashian, dressed head to toe in black, literally head to toe. I don't get that. Is it Batman? That would be a movie character. Is she refusing to be treated and marketed as a body? But she's contributed to that image a lot herself, and all I'm seeing is the body when the fabric is that skin tight. Is she the aspiring lawyer drawing attention to the situation of women in Afghanistan? Like that would be clumsy and out of place, in my opinion. I've even seen comments saying that she looks like a Dementor in Azkaban. Apparently no one has really found what this look is about quite yet. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this review. Thank you very much for your support. This kind of video does take quite a bit of research every time, I have to say, especially this year, because I had to look up the meaning of so many different things. Which was your favorite outfit of the evening? What do you think was great and should have made my list but wasn't mentioned? The next Met Gala is going to be in May next year, and every time I do a review, so if you want to get the next one, subscribe to this channel. If you're interested in seeing trends, but wearable fashion trends, coming to your stores and maybe to your closet this fall winter season, it's my previous video on the channel. I will link it here and down below in the description for you. See you soon in the new one, and until then, take care. Bye.